As Lewis Hamilton, the F1, AMG, Petronas, Mercedes driver, said at one point in his career, there are cars in the world, then there's Mercedes, and then there's Mercedes AMG. Hi, my name is Kevin Muniz, a AMG engineer. This is my partner, Mohammed Al-Khayat, the AMG representative, and we are AMG. Today, I will be going through the one man, one engine concept of AMG, the early history, starting their company, beginning their racing saga, I guess, and the expanding upon excellence, how they currently and recently produce their engines, and what we're doing today. What we mean by one man, one engine is that one man specifically builds your one AMG engine. Mercedes takes these engineers from schools, from just general working in different parts, brings them to their university, their learning center, and brings them through different skills and different mindsets of how to be a Mercedes engineer. What they do is, they'll teach you based on years of service, years of just experience, and at one point in your career, they will end up giving you a plaque saying, this is your engine, you're allowed to now build for us as Mercedes. What's unique about this and what's really awesome is that whenever you ever have a problem, if you ever buy an AMG car, you can look at your engine and you can know exactly which engineer and which person built that engine. You can go back to them and you can tell them, this is what's wrong, this is what happened, and they can take the fault rather than you going to the company and saying, what's wrong, what's happening. That specific person will know every little detail of your engine. What AMG stands for actually is the two partner names as well as where one of them was from and the racetrack that's next to it. Alfred, Melcher, and Grobespach are the three names that make the acronym for AMG. And as a racing competitor in their early years, in the 60s, they started building their own cars that were 300 cubic inches of horsepower, which is a really weird and small figure of horsepower. And what that did is that they decided as a group and as a team to make their own car and begin the one-man, one-engine concept. And so they took their car, their racing car from the 60s, modded it, and created their own AMG team. At the end of this season, in the 60s, everyone was actually trying to buy their product as well as hire them for their own team and their own energy team. And now I'm going to pass it on to my partner.
Thank you, Kevin. So I'm going to talk about how AMG have been partners with Pagani since their very first start. So Horacio Pagani is the man who founded Pagani, and he was a former manager at Lamborghini. He also signed a contract with AMG for them to build the engines, which were V12s and had twin turbocharged. They also expect to build no more than 40 cars each year, selling each car for $1.3 million. The Pagani Huayra is the latest product that Pagani came up with, which has 720 horsepower and does 0 to 100 in just 3.2 seconds, which makes it the fastest car around the track, as mentioned in Tokyo. Today, AMG has just built the new AMG GT, which the road is waiting to see. It combines a unique exterior, a luxurious interior, and an impressive performance. And it is handcrafted with carbon aluminum, which is a mixture of carbon fiber and aluminum. And the weight of this car is 233 kilograms, which makes the stability better and with a better handling. It also runs 0 to 100 in 4.0 seconds with an engine of 462 horsepower. And the reason that they're using new turbo technologies is because the supercharger used to cost them more, and the turbochargers has better power efficiency. And in conclusion, we've talked about the one-man, one-engine. We also talked about the early history and how they started. We talked about expanding upon excellence, and we also talked about AMG today and how is it now. Thank you very much, and do you have any questions?